Well, dialectical journals, this is a little bit of an overview into what it is, why we do it, and the purpose and such. If you'll think back, at the first of the year, you were hyperventilating into a paper bag, worrying about the research paper, the senior paper. This is in a way in preparation for that. Yes, we're going to write a senior paper, second semester, quit holding your breath, we'll get to it. Right now we're worried about another novel, the Fahrenheit 451 novel, and really the purpose of journals will work for any book, any novel. You read last year, if you were a junior, and if you went to Hallsville, you probably read Gatsby, and you might have done dialectical journals with that. And the purpose of it might have been analyze the book along certain lines such as theme, literary devices such as irony, devices such as figurative language, and really we're doing the same thing here. And guess what? We're going to be doing the same thing with the research paper in the second semester. So this is all preparatory for something that's coming down the pike, and I don't want you to feel like we're throwing you to the wolves and you've never seen this before. Now, cast your mind back a few weeks ago, we watched a film. It was a book at first, and a grand one, called The Princess Bride. It was positively bursting with literary elements, things like, again, irony, theme, figurative language, and you identified those, and now we're going to get into the other side of it. Not just identification, but analysis. And analysis is a little harder, so we're going to dive right into it. It's the good and the bad and the ugly. We're going to be taking a look at an actual quotation from Fahrenheit 451, and we'll use it 3 times, but on the analysis side, we'll look at a good one, an okay one, kind of bad that could use some improvement, and one that's just simply awful. And wherever you lie on the spectrum, we want to make sure that you're getting your game together so that you can keep improving. So what I've written here says, writing dialectical journals isn't rocket science. If you carefully read your book and have a good idea of what the literary devices are and how they work, theme, symbolism, figurative language, etc., you should be able to write an insightful, effective dialectical journals. If you need a refresher about how the literary devices work, check the glossary of literary terms in the back of the English 4 literature book. That's that big green behemoth that we've been using most of the year. Now let's take a look at an example. This is the quote on the left side. This is the same format we've been using all year and will use for the remainder of the year. You've probably seen it before. If you're new to Hallsville, if you've never heard the terms dialectical journal, don't freak out. It's just a way of organizing the text. This is a quotation directly from a book, a page number, and you identify the element, its theme, and this is the type of theme that it is, knowledge versus ignorance. On the right, this is where we give some analysis to what it is we found. And so the quotation is, no, not anything. They'll name a lot of cars, they'll talk about clothes or swimming pools, and they'll say, oh, that's swell. But they'll all say the same things. Nobody says anything different from anybody else. It doesn't mean anything. And at the museums, have you ever been to museums? They're all abstract. That's all they are now. My uncle says it was different once. A long time ago, a long time back, sometimes pictures showed things or even showed people. So this is, of course, Clarice McClellan talking. And, of course, I can't say anything down here saying, well, this is Clarice McClellan, and what she means is, I'm getting to that aspect over here. There's a reason for this over here. I'm just putting the quotation here, giving myself a page number, because that matters later. You might have to cite your source. Don't make the mistake of writing down your quotation and leaving your page number off, because you know what? You're going to be going on a little bit of a scavenger hunt later to try to look for that page number. Do yourself a favor and write it down immediately. All right. Now on the right side, we've got the analysis part. This is very important. You've done the hard legwork of finding your element and writing it down and noting the page. Now for the other half. And this is a little tricky. It's a little dicey because you've got to do a little thinking. Now forgive me while I'm trying to cue it to where you can see it a little bit better and get it as large as I can get it.